For a year after his treatment, even the smallest tasks around the home became virtually impossible for Scott Murray. Referred to surgeon Michael Walsh at Spire Healthcare in Leeds with suspected carpal tunnel syndrome. Following a second consultation, he was told he needed surgery. But it left him in agony, unable to do his job as a dental technician, and has had lasting effects.
It were horrendous. I mean, all my fingers swelled up. I've lost, ever since the operation, I've lost feeling in palm of my hand now, which he promised me I'd get back. It was just after an operation thing that'd be about 4 or 5 weeks as well, you'll get your feeling back. But 3 years down the line, I've got no feeling there at all now. I couldn't even tie my own laces, couldn't put my socks on.
Scott, who's from Bramley in Leeds, strongly believes the operation was unnecessary and, like a growing number of patients, has solicitors investigating his care. They also claim the real cause of his condition, damage to vertebrae in his neck, went undiagnosed as a result, forcing Scott to go through tests for cancer before that was ruled out and he could have the treatment he needed.
Scott obviously knew from the outset that something wasn't right. He just didn't feel it was right. He had ongoing symptoms and then had to fight to get further surgery through the NHS. So he always had an inkling that something wasn't quite right with his care. But other patients might not feel that way, and now they'll be questioning whether or not it was actually right, the surgery that they'd had.
Like another patient from South Yorkshire, who's asked to remain anonymous, who believes he was also operated on unnecessarily by Michael Walsh, with serious and ongoing consequences for his health.
Massive impact on me. I'm on high-level depression tablets because I've been really struggling. I had suicidal tendencies because I was that low, because I couldn't do anything.
Spire Healthcare is a private company with 39 hospitals around the country, including Leeds, where Mr Walsh worked as a shoulder surgeon until he was suspended in April 2018 after concerns were raised about his care. The company also employed the breast surgeon Ian Patterson, who performed unnecessary operations on patients in Birmingham for many years. He's now serving a 20-year prison sentence after being found guilty of wounding. Patient safety groups are now calling for the private sector to come under the same scrutiny as the NHS.
There will be doctors working in other parts of private healthcare who are equally poorly monitored and regulated. What we need is system change, a more robust system of regulation and monitoring in private healthcare.
Today, a spokesperson for Spire Healthcare said the findings of an investigation into Michael Walsh's practice carried out with the Royal College of Surgeons had been shared with the Care Quality Commission and the General Medical Council. The case was, they said, complex and ongoing. They added that fewer than 50 patients had been given appointments with an independent surgeon to review their care and apologised to those affected by the treatment they received from Mr Walsh. The General Medical Council confirmed that Mr Walsh was currently registered but without a licence to practice medicine and said they couldn't comment on any investigations. Mr Walsh's solicitors said they couldn't respond for him and, bound by confidentiality, were also unable to comment. But patients like Scott Murray and many others are hoping they will eventually get some answers. Lisa Adlam, ITV News, Leeds.